Learn English through story. The Edge of the Abyss. Once, in a distant kingdom ruled by a wise and just king, there was a small town called Luthridge. The town was perched on the edge of a vast and mysterious abyss, known to all as the Great Chasm. No one knew how deep the chasm went or what lay at its bottom. Stories of the abyss had been passed down for generations, with some saying it was the gateway to another world, while others believed it to be the resting place of ancient gods. Regardless of the myths, the chasm had always inspired a sense of awe and fear among the townspeople. For as long as anyone could remember, the people of Luthridge had lived simple, contented lives. They farmed the fertile lands that bordered the chasm, traded goods with neighboring towns, and shared stories around the fire at night. The chasm was both a mystery and a boundary, a reminder of the unknown that lay just beyond their comfortable existence. It was an unspoken rule among the townspeople never to venture too close to the edge, for the stories told of those who had gone too far and never returned. In Luthridge lived a man named Cedric, a skilled blacksmith known for his craftsmanship. Cedric was a man of ambition and curiosity, traits that had served him well in his trade but also set him apart from his more cautious neighbors. He often gazed out at the chasm from his workshop, wondering what lay beyond the edge, and his thoughts were filled with dreams of discovery and adventure. As the years went by, Cedric's curiosity grew into an obsession. He was convinced that the chasm held untold secrets, perhaps even unimaginable wealth or knowledge that could change his life and the lives of everyone in Luthridge forever. He spoke often of his theories to anyone who would listen, but most dismissed his ideas as fanciful dreams. The chasm is not for us to explore, they would say. We have all we need right here. Why risk everything for the unknown? But Cedric was not content to accept this. He felt a deep restlessness, a yearning to see what lay beyond the ordinary life he had known. He began to prepare for a journey, gathering supplies and crafting tools that he believed would help him descend into the abyss. He spent countless hours studying old maps and legends, searching for any clue that might guide him. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast long shadows over the town, Cedric approached the village elder, a wise woman named Alara who had lived longer than anyone could remember. Alara had always been kind to Cedric, and though she did not share his desire to explore the chasm, she respected his determination. Elder Alara, Cedric began, I have come to ask for your blessing. I am preparing to journey into the chasm, to uncover its secrets and bring back whatever treasures or knowledge I find. I believe this is my destiny. Alara looked at Cedric with a mixture of sadness and concern. Cedric, she said softly, you are a skilled and intelligent man, but the chasm is not a place for the living. It is a place of mystery and danger, and those who have gone before you have never returned. Are you certain this is the path you wish to take? Cedric nodded firmly. I cannot ignore the call any longer, Elder. I believe there is something down there that is meant to be found, and I must be the one to find it. I am prepared for whatever may come. Alara sighed, her old eyes filled with wisdom and sorrow. Very well, Cedric. I will not stand in your way, but I must give you a warning. The chasm has a way of revealing the truth about the world, and about ourselves. What you find there may not be what you expect, and it may change you in ways you cannot foresee. Be careful, and remember that some secrets are better left undisturbed. Cedric thanked Alara for her counsel, but his mind was already set. He spent the next few days making final preparations, and at dawn on the third day, he set out for the edge of the abyss. The townspeople gathered to watch him go, some shaking their heads in disapproval, others whispering prayers for his safety. Cedric paid them no mind. His focus was entirely on the journey ahead. As Cedric reached the edge of the chasm, he paused for a moment to take in the view. The abyss stretched out before him, vast and dark, its depths obscured by shadows. The air was still, and there was a profound silence that seemed to emanate from the chasm itself. Cedric felt a thrill of excitement mixed with a touch of fear, but he quickly pushed the fear aside. He was determined to face whatever awaited him. He began his descent carefully, using ropes and pulleys he had fashioned himself. The walls of the chasm were steep and jagged, but Cedric's skill in preparation served him well. He made steady progress, the light from above gradually fading as he descended deeper into the darkness. Hours passed, and still Cedric continued his journey downward. The air grew colder, and the silence became oppressive, broken only by the occasional drip of water echoing through the abyss. Cedric's thoughts began to wander as he descended, his mind replaying the warnings he had heard from Malara and others. But he shook off the doubts and pressed on, driven by his desire to uncover the chasm's secrets. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Cedric reached a ledge deep within the chasm. He anchored his rope and stepped onto the ledge, his legs trembling from the effort of the descent. The darkness was nearly complete now, and Cedric lit a lantern to illuminate his surroundings. The light revealed a narrow tunnel leading deeper into the rock, its entrance marked by strange, ancient symbols carved into the stone. Cedric's heart raced with anticipation. He was close, yet he could feel it. He took a deep breath and entered the tunnel, the walls closing in around him as he moved forward. The air was thick with an earthy scent, and the tunnel seemed to twist and turn endlessly, leading him deeper into the heart of the abyss. After what felt like hours, Cedric emerged into a vast cavern. The walls of the cavern were covered in shimmering crystals that reflected the light of his lantern, casting an otherworldly glow over the chamber. In the center of the cavern stood a massive stone altar, and upon it lay a single object, a small, ornate box, carved from black stone and inlaid with gold. Cedric approached the altar, his hands trembling with excitement. This was Ida, the treasure he had sought, the secret of the chasm. He reached out and lifted the box, feeling its weight in his hands. The box was cold to the touch, and as he held it, Cedric felt a strange energy emanating from within. He hesitated for a moment, remembering Elar's warning, but his curiosity was too great to resist. With a deep breath, he opened the box. Inside, Cedric found a small, intricately crafted mirror. The mirror's surface was flawless, reflecting his image with perfect clarity. But as he gazed into the mirror, Cedric saw more than just his reflection. He saw his life via every choice he had made, every dream he had pursued, every regret he had buried deep within his heart. The mirror showed him the truth about himself, a man driven by ambition, by the desire for more, by the fear of being ordinary. It revealed the cost of his obsession, the relationships he had neglected, the simple joys he had overlooked in his relentless pursuit of greatness. Cedric's heart sank as he realized the depth of his folly. The treasure he had sought was not wealth or knowledge, but the truth about himself, a truth he had been too blind to see. The chasm had revealed what lay at the bottom, not in its depths, but within Cedric's own soul. With a heavy heart, Cedric closed the box and placed it back on the altar. The mirror had shown him what he needed to see, but it was a truth he could never forget. He turned and began the long climb back to the surface, the weight of his revelation pressing down on him. When Cedric finally emerged from the chasm, the townspeople were waiting for him. They rushed to him, eager to hear what he had found, what secrets the abyss had yielded. But Cedric, now a changed man, simply shook his head. "The chasm holds no treasures for us," he said quietly. "What I found down there was not what I expected, and it is a burden I must bear alone. But I have learned that some mysteries are better left unexplored, and that the greatest journey we can take is the one within ourselves." With that, Cedric returned to his workshop and resumed his life, now content with the simple pleasures and the company of his fellow townspeople. He never spoke of the chasm again, and the townspeople, respecting his wish, let the mystery rest. In time, the story of Cedric's journey into the abyss became a legend, a tale told to remind the people of Lothridge of the dangers of ambition and the importance of contentment. And so the town continued to thrive, living in harmony with the land and the unknown that lay just beyond the edge of the abyss, a reminder that some boundaries are not meant to be crossed. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.